Last time on Dragon Ball Super Universe 13, our heroes spent a quiet night aboard the scavenger, talking with each other. Goober, Hikili, and Asai tried to mess with the gravity chamber, but found that Carac had locked it down quite tightly after previous attempts to mess with it in order to game the system. In the meantime, there still seemed to be some kind of tension between Asai and Rabe. Whether it was actual animosity has yet to be seen, although there does seem to be an element of something deeper going on in there. In an attempt to try and diffuse tension, Goober got his friend and his wife together and had them go through a meditation exercise that led to some energy flowing around between them, leaving a fair hint of energy of each one's energy shared between the three. Over the night, Roma and Hikili also had a very fun night together and also performed a little meditation of their own. No, that is not a euphemism, at least this time. So, we move onward towards Tohinga to meet once again with the Artificer Amethyst, this time on Dragon Ball Super Universe 13. And this time I actually remembered to not hit to not hit the repeat on that. So it's not...
Do you want to just roll an engineering check for the blueprint design that was the reason that Carac wasn't here, not because I didn't show up last time?
You may go ahead.
It's definitely the reason why he wasn't here, since he was so busy.
Yeah.
That's
all
why he
right.
wasn't paying attention when Cooper
Yeah, Carac has been making some improvements to his armor in the meantime.
Blueprints.
Yeah, it's been making some blueprints for improvements to his armor. And as I mentioned earlier, Roma had taken Nikili aside, and they were discussing the meditation technique that they were watching Goober, Asai, and Rabe do. And while it doesn't quite have the same effect when a Fergusian's in there, it does still kind of circuit energy around to a certain degree. And as for the effect that will have on Hikili, I think I'm going to hold on to that for right now. We move on to another day, and Texan and Carac, you get a DM on Space Twitter from @IceQueen, ICE, all in capitals. No, it is not a reference to the government agency. It's a hacking term. Your girl Malvarmo, who says, how far away are you right now from Tohinga?
I'll check the course. Would that be a piling check?
Yeah, go ahead. All right. You are not quite into Tohinga space, but you are going to be coming out of the drift into Tohinga's solar system very shortly. So
okay.
In the meantime, Asai and Goober are having a bit of a chat.
How far did you say again?
Yeah, about I'm gonna say about a few hours from being able to exit drift. At Killa _bites. Only a few hours so we can exit drift. All right.
That's a good Twitter handle.
All right.
It's really...
Yeah, Malvarmo DMs you back and says, "Oh, good. I get to spend a little more time getting to know Amethyst. Amethyst, she didn't know the concept of girl talk, and that's actually really adorable.
How would Carac respond to that?
Asai and Goober having a bit of a touching moment.
I mean, I didn't want to interrupt you guys talking, so I just had to have Goober.
Send back, like, it probably is, and can't wait to see you soon.
Yeah, and Malvarmo starts sinning again. Seriously though, she's smart as a whip, and I'm really glad I got to meet her, and I cannot wait until you're able to get over here to train with us.
I'll text her that I'm working on some new concepts for a type of weapon.
Yeah, and Malvarmo kind of sent you back a little picture of something that she's been working on as well. It's not very similar to yours, but it is a mech suit of her own right. In the meantime, Asai and Goober are being dorks.
Oh, I could. Okay, wait, now I can actually go back to talking. But I mean, you're like my best friend. Like, you know, like, well, not my best. Well, obviously, you're my super duper best friend. You know, we're wee lads and lasses.
Shut the fuck up, Goober. All right. But yeah, Malvarmo DMs Carac again and goes, and it's I may try to build a little something like this while we're here as well. Yeah, I'm not quite as heavy. I'm not quite as good in the fight as either Nego or Yuki, but you know I'm trying my best. Of course, we're more secret ops anyway.
I again send back. I'm trying to use my tech to keep up with Goober.
Oh, I almost forgot to tell you, you get to meet someone who called me his rival. Also, what does rival mean?
I I'm sorry I have to break his poor heart, but Asai really is my real rival. Even though Goober doesn't really know about it yet.
Yeah, just another dagger in Nego's heart. Why don't you?
Hey, I checked if it was a female. I had to know.
I mean it. I mean it's bad enough that he. I mean it's bad enough that he's got Yuki as a girlfriend.
That is true.
The ship just dropped. The ship just like above, just in front of. Cash opens, a dictionary falls out.
Also, in his spare time, Carac has been programming the ship to randomly drop a dictionary in front of Goober whenever he asks what the word means.
Okay. In front. Wait, Asai's in front. Does the dictionary hit Asai?
Asai, roll me a reflex save.
Well, are you like chest to chest?
Ah, crap, that's a low roll.
You suddenly feel a book hit you on the head. It doesn't do much in the way of damage, but you definitely look up to see where the book came from. It's like, the fuck?
There's one.
Goober's eyes are just like focused on it. Ah.
There's like a little sticky note on it that says "For Goober."
Oh. Oh, would you look at that? It's one of those kindling. Wait. Oh no, it's a book. Never mind. I'll add this to my collection. Cuts to Goober's room. There's actually like a giant wall full of dictionaries.
Little did we know, Carac is not only a technomancer, but apparently he's a ghost wrangler.
No, then Goober opens each dictionary, and inside it's cut out and the manga's in there.
Oh, damn ghost! Well, to be fair, the gravity chamber is currently just set to like base gravity on there. So, I highly doubt Carac would be so mean as to suddenly drop the book in the middle of a gravity well.
To be fair,
unless Goober sufficiently ticked him off.
that is true. Or probably Goober was forgetful and didn't turn it off.
But no, the gravity well over the controls has abated, but the Carac's little reminder is still there. Speaking of reminders, I just reminded myself to actually put some damn music on.
Let me get that.
There we go. Some nice calming music going on. The space librarian whose dead is haunting.
I mean, it used to belong to Carac's grandfather, Dona T. Claire.
who just so happened to be a librarian in his past life.
Well, he was more into collecting records and stuff. That's where Carac gets all his stuff from.
We're a week away from Halloween. How appropriate is this?
The Halloween special of the University.
Oh, damn ghosts!
Scavenger is haunted.
Where is it? I'll use canola oil if I have to. Oh, damn ghost! You know what? Engineering.
Yeah, it's same either way.
Oh god, that's how the Halloween spirit happens.
You know what? Yes. Call me Princess Trunks, because you know what? Yes. All of a sudden, you see that this sheet like floating around, and you hear this like woo, woo.
Pretty good sound design. Real haunting atmosphere.
Ooh. Oh! You had to go with that, didn't you?
We have a child on board. How dare you?
Apparently, the Universe 13 also has a celebration of the spirits of the dead, which is ironic considering we're in a universe where people don't always stay dead.
It's like a second birthday for those people.
Is it an Earth holiday? It feels like an Earth holiday.
It's a Lamaxian holiday.
Yeah.
But the greater universe adopted it, and then the Mayonnaisians decided to take it and turn it into something completely different and ignore the Lamaxian origins. See what I did there?
Well, enough saying for the one who took it to kids getting candy.
Well, yeah, but then it's called Trick or Beat. Or... You don't give the kid candy, you're just gonna get your ass kicked.
It is one of my common maxims that you're not actually playing D&D unless you have made the GM either crack up or facepalm.
I think that's usually the constant with me and Time Lord in the same team, on the same group.
That is why we are most definitely playing tabletop RPGs, because we've most definitely got that covered here.
Yep.
Alright.
Well, yeah. After finishing up on the blueprints, I'm gonna start working on a prototype.
Yeah. While you were working in there, you see Bonzo just kind of wandering in there.
Oh.
Like biometric locks on my workshop.
Do you have any idea how kids can get into things, even if you try not to get them into things? I mean, she's like too short. She's like 3 years old, so she's too short for the sensors. So the door just still.
Oh, there's a way to get the.
Hey kid, what you doing in here?
Yeah, she's just looking around, looking around, and all the stuff is there. It's like workshop.
Oh no, she's becoming a scientist.
Oh no,
Science,
she's
I
a
wish beers.
nerd.
And she finds like this little spherical. I guess it'd be like remnants of a robot or something that you've picked up as a part of this scrap, and it's just kind of batting it back and forth on the floor like a ball.
Hey kid, can I see that for a second?
Yeah, she kind of nudges it over to you.
Working on it for a second, trying to make it to like an anti-grab ball that she can play with.
Oh. Uncle Carac.
Yeah, you have made a serviceable anti grab ball. It's kind of floating up above the deck, like about 6 inches, maybe.
Yeah, and I kind of just like give her and tell her, go show it to Goober.
Okay. And she takes the ball and is just kind of pushing it along and just laughing and having the most fun of her life.
And then I get back to work.
Bring a kid on. Never work with kids and animals, they say. Bullshit, I say. Right. And you see Goober, as you and the sire talking. Bonzo just kind of moves over. It's a good thing that gravity is set to just like normal, like 10G right now, because you just see her pushing the ball along the ground and having a really, really good time. As she's pushing it around and it kind of turns, you can kind of see Carrac's little maker's mark on it.
I think Goober's just like, oh, that's adorable.
Carac make ball.
I know, Carac, make ball. And Goober's now just gonna check it out for anything explosive.
No. Carac's not the one who does explosive stuff.
True, but again, this used to be part of a robot. The only robots we technically had so far was the 2 testicle bots and the actual,
You're welcome to roll a check to see if you can find anything out of the ordinary if you want.
One
How
thing-
to be a perceptionist.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
The only thing out of the ordinary from it is Carrot's little
Symbol.
maker symbol. Which what would your symbol look like anyway? I mean, every crest person's got to have like their own little mark.
It would kind of be like a circle with
Hey, the one with the suit.
I'm sorry. Say that thing again, Time Lord.
kind of be like a circle with a. You know how like tarts are shaped, like how they have like hexagonal thing, but the sides are kind of curved inwards.
Yeah.
Inside of a circle with a triangle inside of that.
Ah, cool.
Oh yeah, you should have seen him when we were studying. He literally stayed like he stayed next to his like workshop for like a month. At first I thought he was dead, but then I realized all the food I usually sent to him was missing. So yeah, he's perfectly fine.
I just cannot get over how perfect it is that I have this song on when we got Bonzo toddling around.
What's the song? Well, listen to this. What is this adorableness?
I is a part of some Dragon Ball music that I found for this on the I forget, it's like it's one of the sections of Roll20. It's just called Dragon Ball Z background music Kid Gohan Chill.
I think Goober is just like, nah, he cares about us. Except when we touch his stuff, that's when he gets pissed.
Everyone shows affection in their own ways.
But, Asai,
Oh, did she call Carac just the ship engineer?
yeah.
One moment. Let's see if Carac's ear burns.
Roll perception.
Yeah, I'm just looking for it.
You're not entirely certain why, but you are pretty certain that someone is talking about you right now.
To be fair, Asai, I care about all of you more than I would his creations. But honestly, I think he cares about us too. I think that's why he wants to get stronger in his own way.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
To be fair, Asai, he's a human. Unlike us, who get stronger every time we get beaten up, he gets stronger with his mind.
Retrieve with my mind.
I punch holes with my very being.
I kick ass for the Lord. Wait, that was the wrong thing.
I kick ass for mayonnaise.
I kick ass for the K's.
Oh god, Alexander Anderson as our teacher, as the teacher of the Kais.
Swear to God, I swear on my sandwich.
Of course, you know with the Kais in this universe, they're always concerned about practicing safe sex because they always want you to use a condiment.
To be fair to say, you can probably test him out if you want to fight him. But, I'm just gonna activate the comm link like, hey, Carac!
Versus the button. Yeah, Goober?
Do you want if I say, you know, prove your new invention out? She's pretty strong. Okay, she's really strong.
Apparently, the drift is causing a little bit of distortion on the line.
Oh,
Oh. I don't mind giving it a stress test.
Alright.
I'll kind of like suit up in my Mark 1 armor, seeing as that's the only one that's finished currently.
Alright, let's take the three of you here. Yeah, we'll bring you all together. And of course, Bonzo is going to watch as well. And activate the legendary tournament protocol.
Does that mean I can't use my bike?
No, I'm just doing this for the sake of kind of housekeeping here. I could have sworn that I pasted everybody in. Give me a moment here. Yeah, I'm doing this here just as kind of, you know, housekeeping. just kind of give a kind of a better area. This is still supposed to represent the kind of gravity chamber either, but I figure it's a nice bigger area for fights. You can use the mech suit in this since that's the terms of this. Obviously, Bonzo, she's got her ball. She's happy.
She's got her ball and she's in her big brother's hands. She's perfectly happy.
All right. So, all right, and I'm also gonna. Oh, I was gonna try and drop the Super Saiyan one down for that,
So,
but I forgot it's just an icon just in case.
Goober said he wanted to try sparring with me.
Yeah,
Just outside.
this is sort of like Gilbert's just like he kind of like walks over to Carac and just whispers to him, "Okay, so she kind of called you weak, and I kind of want to prove her wrong."
Strong, my body is quite weak, but the most important muscle in my body is the strongest side of anyone here.
True, you can kick my
And he kind
ass.
of like taps his head. His head.
True, I was always the brains, you were the brawn.
Strike that, reverse it.
I mean, you were the brains and I was the brawn. And Phoenix was apparently the charisma. I wonder what happened with the graduation.
Alright. But yeah, I've got the Super Saiyan 1 off this side if you want it.
And I'm just gonna also go to Asai. Just go. Don't go easy on him, big buddy. Take a step
All
back.
right. And yeah, I'm like I said, it's just I'm just having this kind of as like a little bit of a battle, and kind of just to represent the fighting chamber here. We're not going by legendary tournament rules for this, but we are only going to full depletion of stamina. So when someone's SP hit 0, that's when we're calling it. So, all right. So, before we go into the battle, are you gonna power up before battle, Asai? Powering up immediately? Okay, then.
And
Well-
I'll do the same.
I'm gonna refresh. I think something.
Okay.
Level 20 is lagging.
Alright. So, there we go. Asai! Phew, go. Into her Super Saiyan point. Fuck me, I forgot to bring everything up. Let me pull that up. Let me see. Alright. Yeah. It would be 28 in base form. It'd be 28 plus 1 per
Racial
level.
bonus.
Yeah, plus the racial bonus, 1 per level.
So 38.
And then, of course, if I remember correctly, Super Saiyan Ascended does also give you additional key points. Let me.
Yeah, and while she is powering up immediately, I'll also activate my energy shield and do miracle work to boost my armor.
I think Gooper's gonna instant transmission to Rabe. Just gently drop the baby off.
Right. Rabe sees Bonzo, sees the ball. It's like, Asai's doing a thing, isn't she?
Oh no, no. Well, me and her had a moment, and we apologized. We talked about everything. Yeah, she's currently gonna get in a little fight, a little sparring match with Carac.
Oh, god damn it. Oh, well.
Characters calls from the
No,
side. Stress tested.
I just gently gently put my hand on her chest, and I just like look her in the eyes, like, it'll be all right.
That hot-headed bitch. And she
Honey,
did.
come on. She may be hot-headed, but you know what? She's someone we care about.
Yes. Yes, she is.
I just and a small kiss on the. I just give her like a small kiss and then go back to the others.
And
Characters gotta do-
Rabe just goes to play with Bonzo in
Character's
peace.
got a new idea. that I will talk to you about later.
All right. For right now, though, let's fire up the.
Not using me as an instant transmission whip.
Yeah, let's fire up the
That,
turn.
let me know.
Let's fire up the turn order and initiative. All right, so Carac seems to be quicker on the draw here, so it is Carrac's turn.
Okay. Carac will move forward and launch a quick jab.
Right.
And roll shit.
Carac dashes forward and does bring a fist there, but Asai is able to duck out of the way. That was moving standard. Got anything else?
I don't think so.
All right. All right.
Go on.
All right. Asai, you're powered up. You're powered up. You kind of into your powered up form. You kind of got that little bit of fire. Feel that in your energy from the meditation previously. Also, Goober, I'm just gonna put you off to the side here.
Yeah, I'm in the corner. I'm going
Yeah.
I'm just gonna like stay like right here and just watch the fight.
That's me in the corner.
It's not the corner of shade. There's a difference.
That's me in the spotlight, watching my friends fight each other.
That misses.
All right. Yeah, Asai tries to counter back with a sharp shot of her own, but Carrac's armor is able to deflect it. And that's the standard there. You can shift 5 as a move if you want. You also have a bonus action that you can use if you wish.
You could. No, wait. Oh no, it's already powered up.
All right. Right. You're manifesting it with the augment as a swift action. Okay. So you can kind of see her aura flare a little bit. And she's able to move a little bit faster here, and gains a little bit extra to her armor.
It's like she just drank a whole bunch of coffee at the same time.
All right. Carac is back around to you.
Move action to lock on.
All right.
Punch.
Oh.
This time.
All right. Yeah, and it seems like so far, both of you are just kind of trading shots, but neither is actually quite able to hit.
That's my turn.
Asai. And just as a reminder to both of you, full round attacks do exist.
Oh, she's using the flurry of.
All right, so this is your full round action, flurry of blows.
The lightning strikes. Oh god.
Depends
ba-
on how much. I think it's like one.
Yeah,
three,
yeah,
four.
yeah. One, just a basic full round attack. Standard full round attack for there is just one PP, and then you can augment with additional power points to lay down additional smacks if you wish. At your level, I think a full round action is 3.
Yep.
Is 3 attacks?
Yep. And
Okay, so we're getting 6 out of this.
yeah, 6 attacks.
Asai is trying to... Go ahead, roll them. First one, 31 versus kinetic.
Okay.
Okay, so we've got 31 versus kinetic, 33 versus kinetic, 29, 21, 18, and 24. I get a feeling that those last... Alright, so...
Oh.
We got 3 hits. So boo, ba, ba, miss.
Also,
miss.
for those 3 hits,
Oh, right. He has shocky thing. To be fair, Goober. I don't think Goober warned her, so yeah. I'm sorry.
36 for each time you hit me.
Yeah, as you make contact, you're definitely doing some damage to the armor, but you also activate a capacitor at each time that just goes. So you feel that go straight into your hand. So that's 27 damage to you, and let's see.
And every
30
time,
30,
and the
32.
first 2 hits smack against my shield as it cracks a bunch, and the last hit kind of finally breaks my shield.
Alright. Yeah. So 51 to Carac. 51 to Carac. So you do still do more.
And I take a total of 11 damage because I actually have DR.
Alright.
I don't think our DR. It only works on physical attacks, not elemental.
He's using punching. So DR and energy resistance is different.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, God, she got shocked.
Yeah. So you see as you're hitting, you're kind of punching this energy field, and then it shatters and finally makes contact on the third one. The rest of them, Carac is able to easily deflect, and each time that you hit, it just discharges a little electricity into you.
Is this the equivalent of the like bug zapper moment where someone is just like,
Harry,
Or
don't go
something
into the light! I can't help it. It's so beautiful. And that flurry of blows was a full round action. So, Carac.
How does a full attack action work?
Here in Starfinder, since you don't get iterative attacks, it just the full round attack kind of increases over level. You get at your level. Since we're all at level 10, that would be 3 attacks on there.
3 attacks with a -5 per.
Right.
I believe. Yeah.
Okay, then I'll fire out 3 punches.
All right.
Goober's just gonna stay to the side. At least I'm not getting hit by the motorcycle.
Okay. 15 versus kinetic. I'm just gonna double check on my own right. Double check with armor class here. Okay, the first 2 miss, but the third one hits. So that's 34 total damage minus your DR.
Well, no, the 4 does the 4 is shock damage, so it gets past DR.
Yeah, well, I mean, overall the damage takes
Yeah.
the DR on there.
I think Goober's just like watching this, like, I wonder if Asai's learning her lesson. Seeing electricity sparkle. No. Oh.
Yeah, so you're able to definitely dodge the first 2, but then this third armored hand just catches you, and just as you're dodging, the second one catches you right in the side, and then discharges a little electricity into you.
She got distracted by Goober saying at least you're not getting hit by the motorcycle.
That, yeah, for the third hit, we'll say that.
Like,
Oh, what?
The motor, what? And that was a full round action, so Asai. Babylon 5 has some great music.
We had the best moment.
Uh,
Oh.
Asai is going to take a move action to shift back. And yeah, her energy flies. And Carac, you weren't witnessing the meditation. You kind of feel that there's a little more fiery about her aura, something just infinitesimally closer to Rabe's aura. Goober, you can feel that. You know exactly what it is. She's kind of tapping into that fire here.
Oh.
So what you're saying is what you're saying is she's currently really hot, but Carac actually likes cool girls.
Ow! Oh my god!
That fun.
I love you and I
appreciate it.
I love you and I hate you.
Is this? I'm just gonna I'm gonna carefully put my hands together to prepare a galaxy breaker in case.
That you fire off at the players, because Carac doesn't say that.
Alright.
Oh.
Can you handle it?
Is this does it have to hit?
Alright.
Oh, she's using 10 key points.
Oh my lord. So yeah, that's a reflex save on this. Let me just double check what that's gonna make the DC, because that's gonna bump the DC by 5 on that.
10 plus cons.
Alright.
Plus augment and
Let's see, that's a level 3. That's a 3rd level power.
plus 2 hit die for ascended. Oh. Cool.
Okay, roll. Okay, roll your extra damage and roll me a reflex save, Carac.
What's the DC?
The DC for this is apparently 27.
Of course, I nat 1. My best save.
Okay, well, the good news is you only take a total of okay, the 10d6 is the total damage, right? It's not the extra damage; it's the total damage.
The 10d6 is.
Or is
the
that
added
the
damage.
additional? Oh, okay.
So that's 56.
So yeah,
54.
yeah, 54 points of damage, full
What kind of damage
on.
is
This is force damage on this.
Does that work with DR or not? Or is DR just the kind of damage that goes right?
Well,
right through?
most of the energy attacks do go against energy defenses. So I'm going to rule no.
Oh god, the Kachi. Oh god, he's not wearing the Kachi armor either. This is Generation 1 armor. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
I'll just say that Carac is pushed back a bit.
Oh.
All right. Takes 54 points of damage. Still standing though.
I'm still reading. I'm reading Asai's key. I want to know how much energy she has left.
And you are remembering to account for all the power points that are being burned off for being an Ascended Saiyan, right, Asai? I would count that as yes.
I think he took it pretty well. Oh no.
All right. Carac,
Actually loving this stress test.
your armor's kind of a little bit glowing from the residual heat from the attack, but you're
Give me a hug.
you're still you're still cool within.
Okay. She just hit me with an all-out blast. I will aim my Red Star Plasma Rifle at her and attempt to channel all 30 charges into one single attack to try and...
Oh, Cooper wants to step in and stop this, but you know he can't.
All right,
Damn it.
give it a shot.
I'd say
This
that
is
would
keeping
be like
track on Asai's
what?
key. This is
One 1d10 per 5 charges.
Well, let me fire up and take a look here on this. Just
Might need to this might damage the rifle though, so I might have to repair it.
Upside, we're heading back to Tuhinga, so you know you can get that thing upgraded as well.
yeah. So I mean, this is going to be kind of a
Win-win situation.
yeah, kind of basically your version of a Kamehameha is what it is.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead. Roll up an attack.
Okay. So how much damage are we saying it would do? Like 1d10 normal, then 1d10 for each 5 I spend on it.
Yep.
Yeah, so we'll say if this is able to hit, that would be like 70-10 total?
Well, 35 power, so 5, 10, 20, 30. Yeah, 7.
Okay, yeah.
So, fire.
All right. Oh.
Of course, I roll 2.
Okay. I will let you do half of that damage if you are able to roll again and hit.
This is versus EAC, so.
And then I roll 4.
He's also exhausted.
Yeah, okay, is that energy and accounting for exhaustion from falling out of ascension still a miss?
Eh.
But if nothing else, you see the lines of energy kind of.
If it does miss, we'll say that it's kind of like there was too much energy going through the thing and it couldn't handle it. Kind of just like sprays the energy out at weird angles.
Yeah, and I'm not going to say that it damages the gun simply because you didn't crit fail. So
God, I'm glad I gave Gooper sunglasses.
you just kind of those lines they kind of swirl together as they go out in sequence. They don't manage to hit, but they hit the side with a very, very meaty thud on there. It may not have hit very well, but it's definitely to tell that if it had hit Asai, it probably would have done quite a lot. And on your screen, you're just kind of seeing a little warning for the Red Star plasma gun. Warning. Subsequent firings at this level of energy may cause damage to exostructure.
Well, that would be useful information if there's any energy left to put into it. I'd have to transfer some charges from my armor into it.
All right. I'm going to count that as a full round action for you.
Yeah.
Asai. You're still exhausted.
Carac say, "Damn, the gun couldn't take the charge."
Wait, I'm trying to Oh no, isn't it the first transformation that drains stamina, or the second or the world transformation?
All the transformation. You're thinking Fergusians that drain stamina instead of draining power points.
Oh, okay. I thought there was a thing that when you did the thingy for Starfinder, it says something about transformations. Like if it ends, then you lose stamina or something. I guess I must have thought it was Fergusians.
Yeah.
My bad.
I think I was just trying to kind of cross-reference what exhausted means in Starfinder on there. I don't remember off the top of my head, and silly me forgot to open that tab up in the browser.
Do I stop it now that lethal weapons are now involved?
Well, we're going to wait till stamina is down.
All right. By the way, you might want to fix your stamina on this form of the character. By the way, Asai, because it's above maximum right now for some reason. You might want to bump it back down to where it was. Yeah. Which I don't remember exactly how much. Yeah. I don't remember exactly how much damage had been done. Oh, right, 27.
27 plus 4.
Yeah. 27 plus 34 minus damage resistance. Yeah. Because that was the total damage that had been done to it so far, so. Yeah, there we go. Now we're back. Okay, so Asai has drawn her sword and is very slowly moving forward towards Carac.
And that misses?
She's still kind of tired from having burnt out all of her energy in a grand flash. Carac manages to bring the arm up and deflect it to the side. And it's Carac's turn.
Crouch down, spin around, then come with an uppercut as he activates his jump jets.
Sure, you can.
So yeah, going 30 feet into the air with a punch.
I must learn this technique so I can use it against all my enemies.
23 versus kinetic AC in your exhausted state. I would be surprised if that did not hit.
Sure, you can.
All right. Yeah. So, yeah, there is still some damage resistance here to this, but as Carac activates the jump jets, you just kind of feel that come up. You kind of feel yourself propelled upward, and then you feel a little jolt of electricity straight into your chin as well. So your jaw's kind of a little tingly right now.
Actual fighting, not sparring. This is where Carac would activate the gravity well.
Just to be that level of dick. That would,
Yeah.
why do
The
I
one
have
place
strange
you do not want to
feeling
fight
that
Carac
would
is
be your
on his
character's, like. Why do I feel that's your character's equivalent to like what's his called? What's the move called? A finisher in Mortal Kombat or Injustice. Yeah. Or no, the X-ray move.
Oh yeah, the X-ray strike, where it just like the jaw cracks and then you see electricity straight into it.
And then as it's falling, you just tap onto your wrist button, falls down to gravity, breaks their neck or something.
And then he
Yeah.
comes down with his feet on top of them.
Yes.
Flawless victory. Asai. Once you get your damage put in there.
Oh yeah, we're currently both 30 feet up in the air. And I've yet to start falling.
All right, so the two of you are now fighting in midair.
At the very least, Carac is a stylish fighter.
And that is why you are our Tony Stark.
He's our DJ, Tony Stark.
I have an army. We have a Robbie!
I'm just recording this fight and I'm just going like, childhood friend versus roommate. Who will win? Place your bets now.
Who will win? Who's next? You decide! Alright. She swings over Moon Unit Zappa. As I recall, your ace... Carrac's AC is still...
Kinetic AC is currently 29 because I have Miracle Work Fit.
Yeah. Alright, so...
And it lasts for 6 more rounds.
Yeah, so... Brings down, still just goes... Ching! Right on the most armored part of the arm there.
Okay.
Anything else, Asai? you know, you could do the full round action because you have nothing else going on in air. Yes. All right, and you just try to take another couple of swipes. Another one hits the other most armored part of the arm, and the other one just misses altogether. Carac, you are both still in 30 feet and are now both starting to descend.
Okay. I'm gonna roll to grab.
Oh my!
Roll.
That's a melee attack.
Yeah. All right, I will go. Yeah. All right. Asai, roll me a reflex save to see if you can avoid being grabbed.
Midair, by the way. Oh!
All right. Carac tries to go to grab, almost has a hold of you, but you're just able to squeeze out of the way as both of you land perfectly on the floor, alighting with each other. Yeah, face to face on there. You know, both of you have got like bruises and battered and like dents and dings.
Yeah.
But you're both still standing tall.
Is there like a system that's like pointing out their vitals just to see what's going on?
Yeah. In fact, you're kind of, you know, the little HP bars that are over their heads there.
Yeah.
The computer system
That
is
is
actually projecting them.
Okay.
Good program in.
He has like this infinite health jar.
Yeah. So Carac was not quite able to grab for a pile driver, but both of you have now managed to alight on the floor, both battered and bruised and standing tall. Asai, it is your turn. Full round action.
Oh no. Oh.
Clearly, Asai's stamina is starting to run out on her, because she's just kind of going wild on there. Yeah, she's just swinging wildly right now. Carac.
Going for another punch.
All right. Carac tries to punch, but apparently Asai's wild swing has got her just enough off balance that she's actually somewhat harder to hit right now. Anything else you got on this? Goober's checking the bet. That's right now. For a brief moment, the more favorable odds were for Asai, but since then the betting has swung back around. It's very close, but it's currently 3-2 in favor of Carac.
Goober's not gonna say anything, but he is slowly cursing. He is not cursing right now. He placed his bet on one person only, and he knew he'd win.
It's currently 3-2. The odds are kind of they're very close right now as to who's going to win. It's 3-2 odds on Carac, about 2-1 on Asai. So very close to each other.
End.
Okay.
Asai. Another full round action for Asai. All right.
Oh.
Asai
Oh.
swings once, kind of misses, comes back the other way, still misses, kind of a little off balance, but she manages to find her footing just enough to pop right on the glass. Hit right there. A total of 19 damage. You are in a mech, so technically it's not bleeding, but it is kind of it does an additional 12 bits of bleed damage to it. So it just kind of you can kind of see kind of some of the bits of the heads up display that's normally on your screen just kind of short out. And it actually sends a little shot of electricity into you.
like Uber's just like, okay, where's the blood filter? Where's the blood filter? Fuck.
Okay.
It's back around to Carac. Asai has managed to split your viewfinder. You've got a nice wide crack right in front of you.
So, full round attack her.
Oh boy.
I swear to God, if you roll a crit on this, I'm going to laugh.
Ooh. Ah.
Alright. So the 28's definitely going to hit. So that's 25 minus DR and then another 5. So we're still... I think we're still roughly on even ground here now.
I want to know what their health points are. Damn it. I'm kind of curious.
My health is currently at full.
Health is at full, but I am looking directly at their stamina bars. Their stamina bars are exactly the same length right now. That is how close this has been for much of the fight. Their bars have been like exactly the same width.
So it's another Hikeli versus Carac fight. Okay.
Suddenly it starts raining bikes. I
I
end.
can move around here just so I can still get some other.
Yeah. All right. Asai. One good hit could end this.
Lord, Lord, you can do this. I believe in you, Asai. Oh. Oh! Oh.
All right. Well, the first one misses. The second one manages to just hit that crack one more time. Go ahead and take the 36 minus your DR, Carac. We'll do that first. Just to see if there's anything left.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Go ahead and take the 30s. Did that deplete your stamina entirely? Just that part?
Yeah.
Okay.
What if I do a final grasp type thing?
All right. All right. So yeah, clearly.
How much stamina is he on?
All right. Yeah, clearly the glass just cracks even more. No, that was the last bit of stamina. The glass just cracks even more. And for the sake of being cinematic here, I am going to give Carac one last shot.
Yeah.
I am going to channel all 10 hours worth of energy in my armor into the shock field and make it cover a 5 area around me.
So you're basically going out in an EMP here.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, the glass is further cracking, starting to spark, but you're quickly hitting buttons to try and channel every bit of energy that you can into this last EMP. Roll it!
I guess what your shield damage would be, but more.
A 2d6 for my shock, or would it be more? Or
Probably more, because you're channeling a lot of energy into it.
Yeah, I'm going to go with, let's say 8d6 sound fair?
I mean, it's yeah,
sure. And we'll say it's a level 2 version, so a reflex DC 18, 17.
Roll a reflex save. Now you do have evasion, which still means you only take half of this Asai.
But she doesn't have improved evasion.
However, half of that is still 13, which is still more than the remaining stamina you have left.
And then the armor just kind of shuts off, like the lights in it dim, and it just kind of stops moving.
Right. So, to combine everything that just happened here into one thing, as I'm gonna clear the turns list, turn off the turn order, switch out the music here. What has happened here is, Asai brings that sword down onto that crack. The screen cracks a little more. It's starting to spark and spit and shoot electricity into your face, Carac, but you're able to just hit the right button to release this massive EMP. Your suit shuts down, but Asai isn't quite able to dodge all of the EMP that's coming directly at her and just gets knocked aside.
And as it's coming down, you just hear Carrick's voice from inside the armor, kind of muffled. Yeah, this is my loss. I cannot move anymore.
She also kind of lost there, Carac.
Yeah, but can she still move?
Well, I mean, this was for until someone at least gets the wind knocked out of them, and I'm pretty sure that's fair for both of you. And Goober is just gonna turn off the stream, the recording, walk up, and just try and help Carac out of the armor.
And as you're turning off the stream, there's a bunch of mad people trying to get their money back because except for this one asshole who managed to bet on a double knockout at like 50-1 odds.
No. Your little sister. That's your little sister.
No, that's the actual fake profile I made for it. Guess who gets a college fund?
Yeah, the double knockout at that point was just it was coming down, but it was still pretty high odds at like 50-1 odds, and one person managed to bet on it. And just as you're shutting down the stream, you can see in the chat one person going, "Ha! You thought I was a fool, but look at this, I'm fucking rich."
Oh God. Well, apparently I made someone rich today. Anyway, so Asai, what do you think about Carac?
I'm just going to use my cantrip to transfer some charge from my ship into my armor, so I can just like take it off.
All right. Yeah. So. Yeah. Carac is able to. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's the whole point of being Carac. He's full of surprises.
Carac, more than just tech.
Goober is gonna get a bunch of band-aids and bandages and just put them on Asai.
Sensibine! I couldn't resist. All right. And mutual respect for the two. Between the two now.
Yep.
All right.
Goober is just just doing basic first aid to Asai.
Yeah, I'll transport my armor back to my onto charge.
Yeah, since we've got a bit of mutual respect here, I think I'll fire up this.
Yet?
All right. And just as the two of you are getting patched up and healed up, Carac, you get a notice on your implants there, letting you know that it's coming out of drift.
Hey, I'm just going to quickly rush to kind of like replace the screen as I send in message over the intercom. We'll be exiting drift soon. Yeah, to Winga soon. Stuff like that.
All right.
Alright.
So just to replace the screen.
Okay.
Goober is just gonna like when he's done patching up Asai, he's just gonna go like, okay. So now you know of Carac's strength. Have fun with that. And like, I like gently tighten one of the bandages on her arm.
Quickly fill Asai in on the story of how Carac and the Fergusian fought before Carac got his armor.
Yeah, I also tell her about that story.
Actually, I show her the recording.
Yeah, it goes to show the recording of Carac versus Hakili, including a multi-angle and slow motion shot of the Dino motorcycle fastball.
Yeah, actually, Goober edited it out, so it's like at the beginning it would actually just go like, as it shows like a picture of Carac Kelly getting hit. It's just like that sudden pause, like you may be wondering how this happened to him.
And that's when the Fergusian realized that he was about to get run over like a squirrel on the highway.
Yeah, both times he got hit by a thrown motorcycle, by the way, because Carac did it twice. A match.
Yeah. And then also went motorcycle jousting during it.
Yeah.
That was definitely one of the best matches.
I think there's a new rule about, using Dyna caps in battle now. I think it started by him.
Yeah. I mean, what do you think we are? What do you think we are? The Kalash era of Power Rangers?
Yeah, but, Uber just looks at his side with, yeah, at least he didn't get the motorcycle treatment. I think Kelly still has tread marks on him that he doesn't know about.
Also, with the absolute badass ending, as we both fired off, as I fired off a bullet, he fired Kiba last night, both nat 20'd each other, then we both went into a attack that nat 20'd each other.
Yes.
Now I just barely came out on top.
Alright. Well, some time passes. You come into Tohinga, and you end up landing yourselves once again at Tohinga Spaceport. Alright.
Oh, shit.
I mean, if you wanna.
I mean, it's not our fight, it's Carac's, so yeah.
Also, I'm guessing I would have gotten my stamina back.
Yes. Yes, both of you would have, yeah. So, yeah, you, land at the, Tohinga Spaceport where you, were previously on this. Although, I am actually gonna switch back to the, gentler music for this, because we're not in, yeah, we're not in any kind of, combat at the time right now. So, yeah, Rome, Rabe, Akili, I have to bring Asai down here with y'all. And you are met by Malvarmo, Nego, Yuki, and close behind them, Amethyst.
Okay, as we returned, it's just like Goober's now reading that dictionary that fell on Asai's head. So that's what rival meant! He looks at Asai, takes a knee. Asai, will you be my rival?
Rabe just kind of looks at the both of you, both confused and just with the silliest look of, oh god, these two are so endearing at the same time.
Like, oh my god, these two are adorable together.
Only then, but only Goober did not yet knew that when he said rival, she would end up becoming his rival, not in fighting, but in love.
Oh god. Anyway,
Alright. But yeah,
funny debacle.
but yeah, you've met up with the three Namekians there, but also most importantly, the Team Orange Star, Team Unaligned has shown up here. Malvarmo, Nego, Yuki, kind of hanging towards the back, and then Amethyst is also with them as well. And Nego or Malvarma just like quickly goes up to Carac and just gives you like a great big freaking hug.
Yeah.
Oh right. Those two, they're dating. It's adorable. They're both like little nerd people and their little bike things. Wipes a tear from his eye from how.
Right, and
That guy's.
Nego's just kind of looking over at Goober, looking over at his size, like, it's like, how do you keep finding these people?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, she's my childhood friend. And she's pretty strong too.
He just puts like his hand to his head and just sighs. All right, and Yuki just quickly goes up and goes, "Oh, for the love of, will you let this go?"
I have no idea why he's so upset.
Yeah, but Asai, this is your first time ever seeing Amethyst. She's as far as her demeanor goes, she's just like very straight-faced and kind of loose in there. She's a bit harder to read than usual, but as you've been informed, that's because she is in fact an android. But she's got purple hair. She's wearing blue clothing on there. She definitely looks like she has spent time at her forge recently. And all right. And she's just like, "Oh, you brought someone looks like you've got someone new with you. Hello. I am Amethyst."
I just whispered to Asai, she's the one who gave me the very cool gloves and gave him the sword. Maybe she can upgrade something for you.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, who's watching the baby?
Um,
It goes back to the ship. The ball that I gave her opens up and it turns into a nanny bot.
yeah, let's go with that.
It has like its own built-in baby monitor just in case shit goes south.
Yeah. All right. And
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Some fuckers in another planet tried to kidnap my baby sister.
all right, Nicholas like, who would be foolish enough to kidnap anyone related to you?
Well, let's see. My parents are terrorists. I'm apparently I'm joining in as one of the people that are fighting for Earth. So I don't know. Blackmail?
What is the team name again? Carac would remember what it was called.
I just know the guy's name was Glatice.
The Black Ice Squadron.
Yeah, I think they were called like the Black Ice Squadron or something.
I swear they were the Black Eyed Peas.
Nego hears that name and just... He's already kind of pale colored as it is, but he just kind of blanches even more. Like the parts of him that are light green almost kind of turn pale as well. Even pale as well.
What's his problem? I annihilated like at least all of them except for the leader. And
There's no way
I can't...
There's no way you could have fought the actual Black Ice Squadron. The Black Ice Squadron is an elite Black Ops Corps of the Fergusian army. If you were able to kill them easily, there's no way they could have been the real Black Ice Squadron.
Well, was it a leader Glatice and their color scheme similar to a Sentai series?
Oh, you got the understudies of the Black Ice Squadron. Fucking shit.
I'm so confused.
Was one of them a little dork named Dew?
Yeah, he was adorable. I'm kind of sad they had to let him die.
Oh, fucking shit. They'll just let anybody in the Black Ice Squadron. How could they demean such an honorable name?
I don't know. I'm surprised you're not a part of it. They're pretty skilled.
Yeah, well, they don't take Orange. They don't take just anybody. And if they took anybody out of Orange Star...
Carac tries to sum it up with what he thinks they're saying.
Right.
Oh, by the way,
there was some kind of overpeaking characters.
Yeah. By the way, as Amethyst is kind of walking over to greet Amethyst, Asai, do me a favor and roll a sense motive check. Although, keep in mind that this is going to be at a little bit harder because you're dealing with an android.
Can I do it?
I mean, yeah, if y'all want to make sense motives, you can. Just keep in mind, it's an android. It's going to be harder.
Okay.
Asai, your powers of perception are not quite as good as they usually are. Goober, she seems, for lack of a better phrase, she seems happy to see Carac.
Carac! I think she wants to do the brain battle things.
Really understand.
Yeah, Carac, all you can tell is that, you know,
He's a bit too busy talking with Malvarmo.
yeah, you're just too bit talking with Malvarmo. You do notice that she's walking up there, but you don't notice anything different about her demeanor as opposed to usual. She's like, "Hello, Carac."
Hey, Amethyst.
All right. Malvarmo and I were discussing many things at length. She has been teaching me the concept of girl talk. I did not quite, and some of the things that she had mentioned in particular in regards to you were quite interesting from a technical standpoint. I did not think that humans and Fergusian relations were quite that complex and interactive. Give me another sense motive check, all of you.
Another one? Okay. Sense motive?
Okay. Asai, with your sense motive check, you're kind of looking over. You're kind of looking over to Amethyst. All right. Goober, you're as far as you're selling, you can just see. You know, Amethyst is just exceptionally happy to see Carac for some reason. You're looking over to Amethyst Asai, and as far as you can tell, if it was possible if she was constructed in a manner that would allow her to blush, she probably would be.
Yeah, well, I suppose it's more what's inside the head that counts then.
I think Goober's just like, wait, what's so funny, Asai?
Asai kind of, or Amethyst kind of looks at Asai and kind of cocks her head for a little bit and did I say something? Did I say something of a hilarious nature?
I don't know, but you seem very happy to see Carac. Like,
Well,
really happy.
Yeah, she kind of delays her answer a little bit if she's kind of processing a little bit in her head. It's like, well, I mean, we are of kindred spirits, and with Malvarmo here, the three of us all technically inclined. I figured the best way to enhance our skills would be as a collective.
Is that another word for orgy?
Processing. I know. Processing. I suggest you re-examine what the word orgy means.
I really don't want to because I think I accidentally walked in on one once and I didn't really like to watch it.
Out of nowhere, the scavenger just launches a book and Goober's just launches a dictionary in Goober's direction.
Yeah, I was already typing it.
Reflex save.
You know what? I'm gonna roll a reflex save for Nego on this just to be funny. Goober, you don't even have to worry about dodging it because the book just heads straight out and just gets stuck in one of Nego's horns.
Yeah, it kind of like caught a like a air pocket type thing and just like shifted.
And Nego's like, there is a dictionary hanging off of my horn. Why is there a fucking dictionary hanging off of my fucking horn?
Oh, that's part of my programming of my ship to try and educate Goober.
Oh. Nego just kind of pops it off of there and hands it over.
Hiding inside the machine. Looks back and sees the Halloween decoration of the floating sheet.
It's moved to the window.
The decoration of the ghost is playing with the ball with Nego, or with Bonzo rather.
It's like he's lucky he's playing with your sister, else I'd murder him. Again.
Nego just kind of takes the book off of his horn and just hands it over to Cooper.
Okay, let's see here. You can't even talk. Saying that from the person who took a book earlier today.
Like he flips through it.
And Amethyst just looks over to Carac and is like, you made an automatic book launcher just to teach your friend Goober words?
I had to see if I could do it. I like tinkering with stuff, trying to make.
I think we have a lot of interesting things to discuss, you and I.
Oh, that's right. Like he looks to his eye. Do you want your sword to get upgraded or no?
Yeah. And Amethyst looks over to the side and says, "Yes, I have assisted these people with augmentations to their arsenals. For instance, the gauntlets that Goober wears and the sword that Akili has contained one of my very special key capacitors, which stores key energy and allows attacks to go against the lesser energy defenses of someone as opposed to kinetic defenses."
These words just fly over Goober's head. They allow me to hit things really easily. I thought.
Yes. Right. And see, this is why I told you not to worry about the sword when you got it. Because I knew we were coming to see Amethyst.
Goober takes off the weighted clothing. Can you upgrade this or no?
You have seek to augment your training with additional weights. It appears. I'll take a look and see what I can do.
Okay. Hands her the weighted We never actually agreed to how heavy this was compared to right now.
A weighted training scabbard.
Right. And Amethyst turns back to Carac and says, You know, Forge is going to be exceptionally happy to see you again as well. In fact, he has probably been even more ecstatic than I am, which is really odd. His artificial intelligence is developing in ways that I could not have imagined, but am very happy to see develop. Amethyst is a mom. I have not yet mastered the art of dissension and ascension.
Uh,
Oh god.
but doesn't know how to open doors. Stairs, but can do doors.
And open! Yep. Amethyst nods to Asai. I very much appreciate the compliment. See, I like having androids in my game because now I get to be as sesquipedalian loquacious as I normally am.
Nego!
Right.
All this! And I hand him the weighted clothing. I want to see how much he's trained compared to me.
Alright, well, I'm going to roll... I'm going to roll a fortitude save for Nego. Oh god, I swear to god I'm going to crit fail this. I didn't crit fail this, but that is still hilarious. Nego has... In all fairness, I have not yet bumped up Nego. So,
Tell me, having this holding this weighted training gear for 5 seconds levels him up.
yeah, he just, as soon as you get a hold of the clothing, he's like, oh god, what is this made out of?
I don't know. Mayonnaise didn't tell me, but he told me it was pretty heavy.
Well, it's, I imagine this helps your training out quite a lot!
Yeah, look how high I can jump. Goober just jumps up the air to see how high he can actually fly.
Oh, now you're just showing off. Nego just looks up over to Asai and goes, yeah, well, I'm the first rival he's ever had, so that automatically makes me the best. Oh, sweet summer child, you have no idea, Nego.
I think Goober's gonna like politely take the armor, just take the clothing back. Oh!
Also, if you want to get tackled for it, don't him longer.
The size would be child.
Yuki, knowing the temperament of the Saiyan woman being half Saiyan herself, just kind of nudges Nego aside. It's like, my boyfriend can be a bit impulsive sometimes.
Yeah, you didn't really move on from Phoenix.
We have... Yes, my boyfriend can be a bit impulsive sometimes. We have discussed this! And she glares over at Nego. And it looks like we shall have further discussions later on. Nego just looks at Yuki and just kind of sheepishly backs off. Beta male, got it.
Oh god, oh Christ.
Well, we found our Yamcha.
I think Goober's just like, hey, Asai, you wanna try? Like, he's offering her the weighted clothing.
I mean, for Asai, she's trained at almost the same kind of level of gravity as you, so it's for her.
Heavy, but it's not too heavy.
It's going to be heavy, but it's not going to be like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just go ahead and roll a fort save on it. It's going to be relatively easy check for you on that, though. Yeah, it feels heavy in your hands, but especially because you've got a little hint of Goober's energy from the meditation in you, it's relatively comfortable. You can hold on to it and stand upright and just kind of stare him down, stare Nego down.
Oh god, I can't wait for the tournament. I just want to see him fight against one of either Asai or Kelly.
Carac asks that, holding out his hand for the weighted training clothes.
Okay, I'm just gonna like, well, I also have like weighted boots, so I'm just gonna hand him that too. So,
All right.
yeah, have a look.
All right.
Does the best.
Amazingly, yeah, Carac, it is rather heavy for you, because you've never handled this before. But at the same time, you have like a massive mech that you hang around in, so having massive amounts of metal around you is not exactly something you're unfamiliar with. So
I'll just kind of like look at the material and just see it and inspect it for a bit.
yeah, go ahead, give an engineering.
I was expecting physical science or
Physical science, would be better for this, because
I rolled low.
Yeah, well, still with that low roll, you're able to kind of figure out what the chemical composition of it is. It is yet another Kachin alloy. It's denser than the one that was used for the probes on there. It is not designed to be lightweight and durable like the probes were. It is designed specifically for its purpose, which is to be as dense as possible without containing a black hole or neutron star material.
Seems to be a fairly dense Kachin alloy. Valuable stuff. Pass it back to Goober.
Okay, I'm just like, I'm holding it like nothing.
And Nego's looking over at Carac like, I cannot win for losing today.
I think Goober just like takes a step back.
I cannot win for losing today. My rival is apparently met someone who has met yet another person to supplant me. My sister is just spending so much time talking shop, among other things.
Well, I mean, the site could show you what else you can do, besides, lifting charts. Asai, show up the thingy.
Ah, for the love of crap.
Oh, the thingy, the power thingy.
Oh, no. Malvarma just turns around and pays attention. It's like, Nego.
Yeah, that thing you do.
Alright. Yeah. Malvarma briefly turns over to look at her brother. It's like, you really do talk way too much about that. I'm actually with Yuki on this. You need to chill. No pun intended. then she turns her attention back as Carac is starting to show the bits from the stress test, and Amethyst in particular is really interested in this. Like, you've managed to build a suit that can largely hold up to the stresses of a high-powered blast of a Super Saiyan. Impressive.
She's right behind you.
Right, yeah. Asai goes up into Ascended for the brief moment, and Nego's just like, oh my shit. You know, it was your idea for us to come here, Malvarmo. It was your idea to come to the... It was your idea, Malvarmo, to come to the academy. I wanted to stay home and learn back in the Fergusian Empire, but you had to drag me along.
I think Goober's also gonna like, oh yeah, I can kind of do that too, but it's not as big.
Yeah, Malvarmo looks at the side. It's like, sees her in the Super Saiyan form. Looks at the data that was shown there, and like, very impressive, and reaches out and shakes your hand. I just love how Nego's getting the short end of the stick so much here.
He was taught the pecking order by Asai.
Yeah, but and Amethyst looks at the data and goes like, these energy readings suggest an immense amount of energy. I find it hard to believe that you were going at half power.
Oh no, they were going at it. Like, it was scary. Like, I thought I had to jump in when she was about to use her most powerful attack.
Oh, with the Mark II, we can do a beam clash.
Oh god. Goober's gonna like stand where there's no one in the middle of this.
And he is going to start charging up.
And Nego's just looking at over like, no. Oh, fuck me sideways.
And cue super transformation.
Oh, god damn it, you two!
And he starts yelling
And
at
Goober is still Goober is still charging. He wants to know if he can hit a wall.
I mean, yeah, there's like a safety barrier nearby that you can punch
No, I
if you
mean
want
like
to.
the energy wall. To see if there's more he can go into.
Yeah, I mean, you do know that there is further beyond that you really can't quite reach into right now. Although you do still, when you're powering up, you do still feel that little hint of fire from Rabe's energy that was channeled through you previously.
Okay.
But yeah, you do know that there are higher forms on there, and you can kind of feel more power that you could be drawing from. But you know by watching Asai that there's a drawback to that.
Yeah, the moment I try to reach like what I think to. Yeah. I think Goober is just still like pushing that, sort of trying to push it, but then when he reaches it, he stops. And then powers down. Man, I got a long time to learn before I can do that.
How many new transformations have we got around here anyway? And Achille goes third form. Oh, god damn it!
What? You can't go through
Carac
water
was
yet?
like, Carac was like about to take out some blueprints, but just kind of like puts them back into his coat.
And Rabe, she knows what's going on, but she's not really paying attention. What are we all testing our transformations for? And she goes into her restrained form of her green power. It's like Nego's just like,
Fuck this, I'm out.
I've heard.
Well,
Then Nego hears on,
sister, Yuki, Amethyst. We may have to re-examine my role on the team.
We broke Nego. I feel proud.
Rabe looks over at Asai, and Goober just kind of smirks. Well, feeling pretty damn good.
Goober just gently rubs the belly. How's the little one?
Well, coming along pretty good. It's still healthy. And it finds a great master on a place called the Lookout. Yep. I see what you did there. But yeah, Amethyst is looking over all of you, and is looking over the powers on there. It's like all of you have grown quite a lot since the last time that I saw you. I personally am uncertain about my own prospects in the fighting, but apparently, unlike my colleague over there, and she kind of looks over at Nego, I am more than willing to gain assistance in order to improve my odds at being a suitable combatant in the upcoming tournament.
Okay, who do you want to fight?
By the way, roll sense motive check so you can kind of check Amethyst's demeanor when she's looking at Nego and talking there.
Is this like the pitiful one where it's like, don't worry, sweetie, you can do it? I did.
All right. Yeah. Carac. I mean, you're not really able to read her. Asai, amazingly, you're not quite able to read her either. Goober, as she's talking to Nego, if you didn't know any better, you'd think she was kind of being a little sardonic at that moment.
Oh.
I have no idea what sardonic means in.
Extremely cynical.
Yeah, basically, she is taking a veiled shot at Nego on that. Which actually, give me a second. I'm gonna roll sense motive for Nego to see if he catches that.
Roll that level of burn.
He has no fucking idea.
Okay.
He thinks she's being supportive.
I mean, if you want to fight a stress test, I can help you.
Well, I think in order to improve my abilities as they are, I think it might be best to work with people with similar skill sets first, before I try taking on people with skill sets more akin to yours or Asai's.
Oh, I see. This is what. Oh, it's a collection of the minds.
Aside from that, for the most part, I have not faced combat before. I am very capable at creating weapons of destruction, but as far as wielding them, I am, how shall we say, a novice.
Well, I'm sure we could run some practice simulations or something like that in a holodeck or something.
Yes, I have considered running simulations in my own mind and doing research on the Grand Galactic Internet. However, I feel that I might learn more effectively in a hands-on manner. Would you just stop digging in deeper already, Goober?
Well, I was just gonna show you instant transmission from what I learned from the Kais.
And as you pop back into the ship, you briefly see Bonzo playing with the nanny bot, and she's like, "Hi, Goober."
Hi, Bonzo.
The nanny
This
bot
is
just
Nego.
locks. Nanny bot just locks onto Nego and goes like, "Stranger approaches," and like a weapon comes out.
Teleport, 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 teleport!
Like,
Okay.
and just as he's leaving, you can hear Bonzo happily going, "Teleport!"
Sorry, I had to borrow him for like a second. I wanted to show him something cool.
Nego's eyes are just like wide right now. That robot pulled a gun on me.
Yeah, you kind of get used to it when Pillowite tried to kill you.
And Yuki just looks over at Nego's like, "Didn't someone pull a gun on us last week?"
He's in shock.
I was a person. It's different.
yeah, robots aren't smart enough to pull guns on people.
Amethyst just glares at Nego at that.
Yeah.
I believe, Nego, that might be searching for proper terminology.
Modest.
Considered racist.
Oh. Oh god, Nego's the punching bag in this episode. Oh god, is anyone that dates Yuki becomes Phoenix? Really?
Does anyone who dates Yuki become Phoenix? God damn you.
Think about it for 5 seconds. Everyone just...
I do not know who this Phoenix is, but he sounds just like Reddit.
We love you, Hobby. Alright. I was hoping we could actually get into some actual training with here, but I think instead tonight we'll leave things off as at having another laugh at Nego's expense. Amethyst suggests that they all return back to her place, all gather at her place. Malvarmo and Yuki did learn how to fly. Amethyst has installed jump jets in herself. Nego can run really fast and is able to keep up by running across the water.
I just feel like Asai and Goober are just now carrying him by the arms.
You know what? That's even funnier. Yes. They're just carrying Nego by the arms, and Nego just complete deadpan look like, this is my life now. This is what my life has become now.
Oh, don't worry, we can send you to the gravity room. You can learn a lot there.
What the infinite hiffle. And with one last shot at Hiffle, and his dead eyes, as everybody flies off towards Amethyst Forge, we fade to black for the week. Because I am tired and I need to go to bed. I have not slept very well this week. Thank you all for being able to join me. I'm glad we were actually able to get to Tokinga. I'm glad we were able to bring Amethyst back into things because I love playing this android. And Sheepy is here and managed to come in right at the very end. Hi, Sheepy.
Hi, Sheepy.
All right.
You got
As for kind of a little foresight as to what's happening, next week is going to be the Dojo of Shadow Style Halloween special. Woo!
Oh my.
And I am going to be doing something that I don't normally do. I am going to be playing a horror-themed game next Wednesday.
Oh boy.
Because this is an out of my comfort zone stream that we're going to be doing next week. I'm going to be playing Dead Space.
Ooh.
Okay,
We're going to have the lights off. I'm going to have candles set up here to give me
I misheard you. I heard you say Dad Space.
No,
Just as terrifying.
I am not playing Octodad. No. I am playing Dead Space. So I think I might be able to handle it because it's only going to be like 3 hours worth. And aside from that, I've watched the Aliens movies, so I think I'll be okay there.
Boy,
Are you
have-
hungry? 'Cause I'm dad. So are you hungry? Because I'm dad.
Oh boy. As for this weekend, this Saturday I will either fire up some Fallout New Vegas, or I might play another round of Fortune Street. We'll see.
Did we level up? Or...
I haven't decided yet on that. But yeah, I've got some work to do over the next 2 weeks because I need to make Nego less of a punching bag. at least,
Why are you still here?
at least mechanically. Again, Time Lord, Omni, and Solara, thank you for joining us. Unfortunately, Geek was not able to join us because he is sick, but that's okay. It happens. Take care of yourselves, people. It's flu season. And get your goddamn vaccines because anti-vaxxers can go to hell. Sorry, that was my political thing for the day.
Okay, but
Everybody gets one.
instead of making him less of a punching bag mechanically, make him more of a punching bag mechanically, where he can actually take it and dish it out, like Wobbuffet.
Waba!
Oh god.
All right. And yeah, again, thank you all for watching. Thank you to my players for another fun week of Starfinder. And until next time, the dojo is closed.